I didn't do all of this in one day, and actually Randy did some of it, but it all seems to go together, so I wanted to put it all in one video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for another tiny tidy. If you've got something around your house that you want to tidy up, clean, organize, or declutter, grab your stuff and come on, and we'll do it together. This rug used to be up in our family room. It got kind of worn out, and I brought it down here in the basement, thinking maybe we might use it down here, but I don't think we're going to, so I'm going to see if Randy will take that out to the road for me. We also have a couple of rugs over here, and so I'm going to see if he'll take these out, maybe not all at the same time, but maybe if he'll get these out for me as well. This is actually a rug that we used to have at the house we used to live in. We've been here for 15 years now, and this has just been sitting down here, rolled up like that. We also have these 3 rugs, and as you can see, they never got put down, they never got used. They still have the tape stuff around them. We're not going to use them. I mean, we've had these for like 13 or 14 years at least. And it looks like the cats have been using at least this one as a scratching post. But I'm not going to use them, so we might as well let them go. So I'm hoping Randy will haul these out of here for me as well. And that'll clear up some space over here, and it'll make it a lot easier to get into these shelves. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not usually up yet at this time because I go to bed in the wee hours, but I have a lady who's coming to pick these 2 rugs up here in a few minutes. Randy actually woke up early this morning and was able to get them up here and into the garage for me before he left for work. And so now I'm up a little bit early as well, and that lady probably got up early so she could come and pick them up before work. But it's all good because these 2 rugs are going to have a new home, and I think she's going to be using them at a school or something like that. So she'll have to clean them up, but hopefully they will come in very useful for them. And the other rug that was down there with them, the one in the basement, another lady's picking that one up in the morning. So Randy will bring that up and put it up here, and it'll be ready when she gets here. Randy just took the other rug upstairs, so maybe tomorrow I can come down here and start tidying up this mess right here. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like. I have not seen this part of the floor in probably a decade, maybe longer. That's crazy. Just one more rug down here in the basement that needs to get carried up and carried away. Well, look at this. I came down here to the basement. I was thinking, you know, I need to clean this little mess up over here. It's gone. Randy did it already. He didn't get all of it. I'm going to clean up a little bit more. But it looks a lot better than it did, don't you think? I think he might have even swept the floor. We started having trouble with this sump pump over here. So we've got a guy who's going to come out maybe tomorrow and look at it, maybe fix it. But this was all full of stuff, so I came down here thinking we're going to have to clear this out because, you know, he's got to be able to get in there. It was already done. Randy did it. Didn't even ask. And so now I see, though, there's a few other things that can get tossed, those rags, and there's an old newspaper here, and, you know, maybe could dust that off a little bit. But look at that. And I wondered, where did he put all the stuff? You know, like, I didn't know if he tossed it or what he did. But I found it. Yeah, he did it. I'm really happy because that's all cleared out. I don't even know if I have a before shot. I'll have to hunt around and see if I have a before shot of that mess that was over there, because it was a lot. Well, most of this stuff over here is Randy's, and you can see all these things. He uses those as his containers. So he's got stuff in all of those. But I noticed over here, it looks like there's just a lot of bags, and I'm not going to toss them because he uses those when he cleans the litter pan. But I would like them to not be so spread out. Maybe I can crush them down and condense them and put them into a box, but still make it so he can easily grab a bag when he wants one. And that will make that look a lot more tidy. This is a big bag full of bags, and inside of that bag there are a lot of loose bags, and then a couple of them had bags inside of them. I'm dumping them all out. If they have bags inside of them, I'm just dumping them out, putting them here into this box. And I got to this one, and it has a bunch of paper towels, it looks like. So I'm going to set that one aside, and then I'm just going to keep putting the rest of these bags over into this box. I'm not going to put the lid on because I want Randy to remember that it's here. If I put the lid on it, then we'll just end up storing a box full of bags because he'll forget to even use them, and we don't want to do that. I found a few bags and a couple of receipts and things that I'm not going to hang on to. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of those. So I put those in this big bag. We can use that for gathering trash as we're tidying up. And then I also found this trash bag, which we can put to use as a trash bag. Just with doing that little bit, it is making a difference. Now, if you're wondering, some of these things are actually science experiment stuff. I looked in here and see, he's doing something with that. So those are down here for a reason. He hasn't been eating ice cream and pizza down here in the basement. Not that I know of anyway. But anyway, so yeah, it's looking a lot better than it did. It may not be how anybody else would want it, but it does look a lot better than it did before, and that's all that matters. So now I'm going to move over here and get started on this stuff. This thing is empty. I don't know if Randy has that there for a reason. I don't know what's in this box. It's probably Randy's stuff. There's a cat scratching post back here. I don't think our cats use it at all. We've actually decluttered a couple of those. They've never cared for them. So if Randy's okay with that, I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it and then grab these things, toss those in the trash. And that cat carrying thing back there, that was actually the cat carry thing for one of Randy's cats. So I don't know if he's going to be willing to let it go or not, but it's nasty, so I'm going to take it out back and hose it down at least. Clean that up just a little bit. And then look through here. I don't know if there's anything in here that would be mine to deal with. Looking in this box to see what's in here. And look, this is either mine and I've forgotten about it, or something he's gotten for me and forgot to give it to me. Guess where it's going? Yep, gonna go out in my fairy garden. This is his stuff, I think, so I'll look down through here and see if there's anything else that's mine. There were a few things in that box and a lot of, it looks like, cartoon clippings from newspapers. This box is taking up a lot of space, and I also found this in the bottom of it, like that, and I thought, you know, maybe I can take those little clippings out and put them in here like that, and maybe we can get rid of this box. And all of these things, maybe they can go up there on the shelf. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, it's his stuff. He might not want it there, but that seems to be what he's doing with stuff. I don't know. It would get another box up out of the floor though. I don't know, but this box is pretty nasty. It's been sitting out here for a long time, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I found a bit of trash and a couple of plastic bags, that bit of paper and that box. Those are all gonna get decluttered, and I put most of the stuff over here on the shelf. Here's some of it, and then these things were in there, and then some light bulbs. So all of that stuff is now where we can see it if we need to use it. If he wants to put it somewhere else, he can, but at least it's up off the floor and out of that box. And I put his cartoon clippings in that plastic lid with paper box for the top, actually, and then put a couple of bags over it just to keep them together. It was too big to fit over with the other things on that shelf, so hopefully this will be okay for him. If not, he can find another place. But again, at least it's up and out of that box. I don't know if he even remembered that stuff was in there, but now it'll be in a place where at least he can see the bag. I don't know if he'll remember what it is, but at least he can see it and access it easily if he does want to continue on with that little project he's got going on. It's Randy's stuff, so that's probably going to be the state of the organization, and that's fine. But what I'm trying to do at this point is just find things that are trash and get it so that I can actually do a little bit of cleaning at some point, because you can see this right up here, very dusty. I think you can tell that. Yeah, you can tell it's pretty dusty, I moved that bucket that was here out of the way. I put it with some other stuff. I moved those 2 light fixtures, and I scooted that bag over and then swept this out a little bit. Now we leave this here because Randy uses this. You can tell he kind of uses this when he's doing his science stuff down here, so that's okay. And then the bag is here in front of this shelf, but we don't use that cage, so that's fine. Everything is still easily accessible. Well, this could be a huge high maintenance mistake, but I put the purple rug from my office down here in my laundry area. I kind of like the purple down here. I don't know that I'll leave this rug here, but it might give me a little inspiration for sprucing it up a little bit. I probably won't be really decorating it, but a little bit of color wouldn't hurt. A little bit of, you know, I don't know, something more than just random, which is pretty much what I have right now. You know, it's like very industrial looking, which is fine, but you know, little cuteness never hurt any laundry area. What do you think? Purple? It's my favorite color. Why not? I like this rug, but I've decided that it's best if I go ahead and declutter it, because when I run the sweeper on it, I can't do it long enough to get it clean before it triggers pain. So it's just gonna have to go. I'm gonna simplify my life a little bit more by not having this carpet or this rug in here. Instead of decluttering this rug, I'm gonna see if it will work down here in this room in the basement, because I really don't like this carpet, but I don't want to spend the money to change the carpeting or get new flooring or anything right now. So let's just see if this will work. I may have to move that table and do a few things like that, but I'm thinking since I keep this door closed down here, that means the cats can't get in here all the time, and so the rug won't be getting dirty as much down here, needing vacuuming as often as it needs upstairs. And then if I decide it's not going to work out after all, if it's still too much maintenance for me to be able to take care of it, I can always declutter it later. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a lot better than that shag carpet. It doesn't match really, but that doesn't matter. I think just having a pretty rug down in this area will help me to feel like it's more like a room instead of just a place to store stuff. And of course, I do still have things that I need to go through, things that I want to see if I'm ready to let go of it, and all of that. But meanwhile, I think this is the next step. I need to start putting some things in here that make it look like a room instead of just a room in the basement that just holds things. The air conditioner is running and the washer is running, so hopefully it's not too much noise, but I wanted to give you a little update. Today is September the 5th, and most of what I didn't do it all on the same day. Most of what I did for this video was done back in June and July, I think. So it's been a while. And I wanted to show you how it's holding up. Now I need to come down here and sweep this floor. This is why I said it could be a high maintenance mistake. But I have swept it a couple times, and it's been really easy to handle and clean up. So I think it'll be okay. And then I need to sweep the rest of the floor. But more importantly, I wanted to show you all this. Now I have not touched this over here, but I do need to get down here and look through that. I do know that there's at least one thing that can get decluttered. I already asked Randy and he's fine with that. I just haven't had a chance to get down here. And look, this is still tidied up. He hasn't put anything in here. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know if he's added anything to his shelves or anything, but there's not stuff sitting on the floor. This is still cleared up. And look, all over here. This is all still tidied up for Randy. This is how he organizes. So it's all still tidied up just as it was before. And then that's still a mess because I haven't really done anything else down here. And over here, that is still looking the same as well. So I would call that a win. What would you call it, Bubby? You think it was a win? Is it working out? Huh? Yeah? Say bye. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Yeah, bye. And let me know down in the comments if you did a tidy up or declutter or something along with me. I love to hear from you guys. Till next time, happy decluttering. Bye. Yeah. If you want more inspiration and motivation, click on the playlist. I'll have a link in the description box below. And I'll also have a link to Sunday Dawn's channel, The Helpful Home. She is the host of Tiny Tidy Tuesdays every week. There once was a rug that stood in the corner. Another one lay on the floor. Both of them roll-ups with nowhere to go. Neither one used as decor. Everyone grumbled when stepping around and tumbled when stepping across, though none of them bothered to roll either out or saw them as something to toss. So year after year, the rugs had to wait for someone to put them to use. But nobody did, 'cause somebody had a reason or made an excuse. We have to do this before we do that. I'm sorry, we don't have the time. These rugs are so dirty and dusty and old. We'd rather a different design. When new rugs arrived, everything changed. They were rolled out right from the start. The rugs in the way were noticed that day and finally allowed to depart. Now everyone's happy and all the rugs used, stepped on, not across or around. Decor for the floor, not rolled up or stored, cozying up where they're found. What you doing, Pumpkin? Yeah? Are you going to declutter some stuff? Yeah. What do you think, Bubby? You think it'll be okay?